Death Stranding is a pure Hideo Kojima game. In this spoiler-free video, we'll discuss why, as well as spelling out connections without spoilers to previous Kojima games. The first fundamentally Kojima element has to be the use of real time. In Death Stranding's timefall storms, for example, effects on cargo from exposure are observable as they occur. You are your inventory. Every object has a sense of weight and reflects damage with both light and color. Even BB, your so-called bridge baby, changes moods visibly and auditorially in real time according to context. 2. Perfection is nearly impossible. Death Stranding is a game where shit just goes wrong. Just like sneaking in MGS, even with lots of practice, it's pretty hard getting cargo untouched across the map. 3. The ant and the grasshopper. Death Stranding, taking a lot of its cues from MGS3 Snake Eater, is all about how well prepared you are for the inevitability of the unexpected. Like MGS, success often depends on both extensive pre-planning as well as versatility with thinking on your feet. Death Stranding puts you literally in hostile territory. 4. Part satire, part ode. Like pretty much every Kojima game, Death Stranding is a game of many paradoxes. It somehow manages to be both a dystopian post-apocalyptic satire and a heartwarming experience that could restore your faith in humanity if you let it. This is a game where you both play as Santa Claus delivering presents to real players around the world, and one where you have to avoid nightmare smoke monsters while desperately clutching close a crying sci-fi baby. This is a game built around generating likes, yet one that also seems to deliberately, somewhat, to challenge prevailing norms of what's likable. In a sense, this paradox that somehow works concept inherent to Death Stranding is the definition of a utopia, a system or place that cannot exist. And this idea works mechanically. Death Stranding, in a sense, is all about making the impossible possible, bridging, in other words, gaps. And in this respect, you could look at the game as a metaphor for Kojima's views on game design, which he articulated at GDC 2009. It's with this paradox model that the satire doesn't conflict with the game's extreme positivity, even though on paper they should. As evoked by the name Not City, Death Stranding builds its system and order out of opposites, a continuous cohesion out of breaks and disjuncts. 5. Format fusions and references. The Great Escape, Planet of the Apes, Castaway. Death Stranding pulls from a lot of diverse cinematic antecedents, just like every Kojima release. It also fuses together formal elements, uniting music videos, art house vignettes, and even internet memes. 6. Culture. From the online social media stuff to the core idea, Death Stranding, like many of Kojima's games, is all about culture. Except this time around, you're literally building a new society from zero. All said and done, even without specifying a thing about the story, Death Stranding is clearly a 100% grade A Hideo Kojima game. I'll be putting up a complete review once I'm finished playing it.